All right, listen, I want to get into the next topic, right? There's a couple more that I want to go through. So the next topic is, I spoke about it earlier. We're talking about Future, Russell Wilson, and Ciara. Just to kind of put some outline on what we're going to be talking about, or who they are. Basically, Ciara, obviously singer, Future, big rapper, and Russell Wilson is a NFL player.
So why did you say she was a big singer?
What?
She's not. Don't disrespect.
Are we doing this?
Don't disrespect my girl.
But anyway, so basically, Ciara and Future were together. They had a child. They broke up. Ciara is now married to Russell Wilson. They have a child together, and they also have custody of Future's son, basically, and living in the same household.
But we need to add the context. We need to let the people know that Future is a bit of a waste man.
No,
Darren, you cannot influence.
No, you can't do that.
Why?
You can't do that.
No,
So listen,
but I want to know why.
I want to read. Let me read out what's been said.
And then I want to know why he couldn't.
I'm missing something.
Then I want to know why he classes.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I want to know why. I want to know why after, because
Go on. Let's let it play out.
Right. So here's the statement. Bear with me. Due to the stress Future causes Ciara and Future Jr., Wilson said he just doesn't want his wife to deal with. Here's what Wilson had to say during the interview. I don't like seeing my son and my wife stressing about such a minuscule amount of money. Ciara and her ex constantly argue because he's not consistent and can go months without even paying. I can provide for my family without his little coins. I'm sure he needs the money more than we do. He's got other kids in need. No need for him to overextend himself because we are set for generations ahead of us. Listen, Bricks, where's your horns, bro? Russell Wilson just body shots.
But there's so much wrong with what he said.
Right.
So here we go. So
I feel,
go
I feel that there was a way of addressing that without being disrespectful. I feel he's purposely gone out of his way to be disrespectful and to be very, very muggy.
Why is all of that out in the limelight?
Hold on.
Why did that statement have to be?
Let him finish. Because go on.
Yeah. So for me, you made me just lose my train of thought.
Hold on. What? Listen, you're saying why is that all that in a bro? People can see what's happening. People can
we don't know what's going down.
No.
How do they know man isn't making payments?
Their information is out there,
because they put it out there.
It's clear. Yeah, it's already out there.
But that's what he's saying. That's the question he's asking.
People know. Yeah, the general public know and can see.
I don't know
that Future doesn't seem to be
because
doesn't seem to be looking after his child. Now let me say something to you. With you're a man with children. We've all got children here. Yeah, there is no way on planet Earth any man is going to come to me, you, or you, and accuse you of not standing by your child, yeah, and have any kind of leg to stand on. So what I'm saying is, if a man is, if you're not doing your job, you're going to get called out. It's as simple as that.
Right, but my problem is, you call a man out to his face. There is no need for social media interviews and all of that, calling a man out on not making payments and everything. And secondly, you're an NFL player, yeah?
Yeah.
And she is Ciara.
Yeah.
Why are you chasing man for money?
No. Hold on. Let me speak on this. Hold on, let me speak on this.
Why are you going on like
he's not chasing anybody for money.
He's not chasing no one.
He's basically saying, I don't feel she needs to be doing it. It's getting on my nerves.
But why is that being made
right,
public?
So one thing I can...
Why is it being made public that she...
And I totally agree with that, Ray. It doesn't need to be public.
They don't live a lifestyle where they need to do that.
You can chat when we say you can chat.
So why is that happening?
Oh, okay.
He's got blue dress with a hat and he's that man now, you know what I'm saying?
That kind of conversation
I'm with you.
Shouldn't be happening, and it definitely shouldn't be happening.
So my thing is, I always ask myself, cool, why have people done what they've had to do? And he's come out in public and said this. What is his motive? What's the motivation for
there
that?
has to be an
He wants to shame Future.
Man, yeah.
And that's what it is. And sometimes shame, so whilst what he's saying is true, I don't think it's necessarily he's trying to get the end product that he's painting. We don't need his little coins. We don't need all of this. Future's only reaction can really be, all right, cool, I'm providing for my son. Here you go. Bang, bang, bang. And the money comes through. I don't think it was just to shame him. It was also to get money. And I don't rate that.
No,
I don't rate that.
I don't. One second, I don't think it's to get money.
Not the money.
Because his thing is, I do not need your money.
Yeah.
And what this is about? This is
But he should be getting it.
It's about
That's the
showing
point.
that he is the
no,
provider.
he should be getting it. But what he's trying to show with Future is, bro, we are good over here.
Yeah.
I've got your son. I'm going to take care
that
of
is- that
your
is
son
what it
because
is.
you are
It's
not
an
standing
e-
up and
it's an
being
e-
the father that you should be. Now, regardless of how much money Wilson's got, that's not for Wilson to be providing for the youth. It's for Future. And let's be real, Future's got money.
Right, so for
Yes.
me, I'm with Darren. I don't think it's about money, yeah? I think he's simply saying to Future, like, it's a principle thing, innit? Ciara is running you down. I don't think he can control Ciara from running the father of her child down for money. So he's saying, look, boom, we don't need your money, but she's chasing you. And I think he's shaming him in having to deal with it so that his wife is happy.
He's flexing his muscles. That's all he's doing.
But I
now.
don't
he's
agree
not.
with the
He's
public
not flexing
shaming.
his muscles.
He's flexing. Listen,
Bro,
listen,
it's
yeah.
frustration.
Listen,
One at a time, go on.
listen. My relationship is with Ciara. Yeah, if I'm Future, my relationship is with Ciara. My man cannot be saying nothing to me.
My
Bruv.
My man
Bruv.
cannot be saying nothing
Bruv.
to me about anything.
Bruv.
Not about fatherhood, not about financials, not about nothing.
No,
it's
that's-
best you shut your mouth.
No, it's not.
Why are you so angry,
Man,
bro?
because I'm confused. Why is he talking?
All right.
Why is he talking?
Once you calm down, let me
But
talk.
is-
Hold on,
that's
hold
the
on.
next question. Is it his
Yeah.
place?
Right.
It's not his
All right.
place. That's
Hold
what
on,
I'm saying.
hold
Go
on.
on, D. Go on, D.
Rachel's
got a vein busting out of his head, and it's scaring me.
Rachel's went into Hulk mode. Rach, calm down. It's cool.
I'll read that
Listen,
some after, yeah?
what you've just said is void. You know why it's void? Because Future has given him the platform to talk. Future is not looking after his youth. He's not looking after his child. This guy is with. All right. Wilson and Ciara are together. Yes. Now remember. Yeah. There's been plenty of times where Wilson has been asked about this in interviews and he's remained stum. He ain't said nothing.
Okay.
But it's frustration.
I-
It's,
I'm not-
it's
I'm
now
not
got to a
afraid that.
point where, bro.
So what's he
like,
trying to achieve? That's my question.
So can I ask you a question that I don't know?
Right.
Is Future seeing his son at all?
I'm just about to get to that.
Because all I'm hearing is about
Money,
financials and
right.
everything. But does he have contact with his son?
From
Is
what
he
I've
seeing-
seen,
Apparently
there is. I've seen things like birthdays and whatnot. Gave his son a Rolex watch and all of
Get
this.
out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah,
But
I can't
once
tell
again,
you though. Let me
why is
just
that
be clear though. I can't tell you how much contact there is. I don't. We're not privy to that information.
Nobody knows the
I need to read out some comments after though. Go on.
But apparently he doesn't look after his child, innit? And we can only go by what's
But
out
we're,
there.
we're getting apparently with regards to finance. How much time, for me, like I said, that is about maintenance of a child. Raising a child is a complete different thing.
Man's got hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to understand that he might not be providing financial guidance, but if he's raising a child, then power to
Okay,
him.
cool.
As far as I'm
Now, I know you're gonna read out. 1 second, bro. We're talking about Future here. We're talking about Future. Let's be real. Future is a multi-millionaire. Yeah. A multi-millionaire.
concerned. Yeah.
There is no reason on God's green earth why he shouldn't be providing financially for his son,
I fully
as
agree.
well
Fully
as
agree.
raising his child.
Okay, guys.
now, it's not just financially he's got to provide. Of course, raising. There isn't a reason. There isn't a reason.
Alright, so you're
Give
saying,
me a reason why.
Alright, listen. So you're saying there isn't a. Sorry, Craig. I know, bro.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna respond. The
So
way
you're,
you
say,
talk-
alright, so you're saying there isn't a reason why he isn't providing financially. Let's say, yeah, he gave 15 bags, probably more, in January, yeah? It don't cost that much to raise a child. So therefore, that can hold up for however long. I don't care about what lifestyle you want to
Let me
live.
just turn his
I don't
mic
care
down.
about the lifestyle you want to live. If I am playing a role in that child's life and I am raising a child, don't talk to me
Playing
about
a
money.
role means you support them financially.
But I can support you, giving you enough to look after my child. You don't need 1 million and 2 million. You don't need that.
But bro, if he can afford that,
That's irrelevant.
it's irrelevant.
Darren
It's
said he wasn't going to
irrelevant.
respond.
Irrelevant.
Darren said he wasn't going to respond.
Alright, sorry. Bro, but if you
Hey,
can
Craig,
afford
hey,
it,
Craig,
it's irrelevant. If you
hey,
can
Craig,
afford it, it's irrelevant.
please
Why
take
must
us
I?
to the
I don't
comments.
have to pay
Hey,
that.
I'm going to turn down his mic.
What?
His mic's down.
Alright,
Craig,
cool.
please tell us about the
Hey,
comments.
listen, shout out to Instagram, shout out to YouTube. Thank you for keeping involved. Let me just try and read out a couple of comments that's come through. Right, so Mishi82 has said, Russell Wilson has been interviewed several times and said nothing. It came off the back of an interview done regarding the Rolex. The Rolex that I said that Future had planned.
And I hold up my hands if he's kept quiet so many times, he's finally.
She also
voiced it.
said that
Bro,
Future... She also said that Future has a trail of Pitney. Yeah? It's Murder X has said it's her husband, Marlon.
Exactly.
So that's in regards to has he got a
Turn
right
up my mic.
to actually
Turn up
say
my mic.
something. You know what I'm saying? She also said, Marlon, do you owe Sierra money? Calm down. Yeah? Delicate said, because he's supporting your son. Why is he talking? In regards to why is he talking?
Exactly.
Why is he
Come on,
talking?
you can't ask
Right.
that.
So Danny MC81 has said, until I hear both sides, you can't trust what's said on social media. Right, Daniel.
Fair enough.
This is exactly what I'm
Fair
saying.
enough.
Sometimes we hear stuff from one side and we take it for gospel. What's to say that Future isn't? And I don't know. Does this make it right or wrong? We all know that Sierra and Russell Wilson can look after the day-to-day running of a household and provide for the boy. So let's just say, for example, Future is putting down money for when he turns 21 or 18 or whatever. Let's just say it's, I don't know, he's got 10 million there for when he turns. Is that not still providing for your son? It's just not in the conventional way. We spoke about polygamy and thinking outside of the box.
Cool.
It's just not in the conventional way that we expect.
But then that's communication between Future and Ciara. That needs to happen. If he's chosen to do that, fine.
But he might just be paying 5 bags. Like, for me, that's enough.
Bro, come on, man. You're
Because
you're
I'm a
trying to
multi-millionaire,
find
I don't
every
have to
excuse.
give you money.
You're trying
I'm
to
not
find
giving
every
excuses.
excuse
I don't care for him like that.
You're
So my
trying to find
point
every excuse in the book.
I don't like when everything becomes financial. Because like I said, to raise a child doesn't cost £5 a month. So if I only give you 2, then you should be happy with that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't cost you all of that to raise. But also, you're saying that based on what you know. Their lifestyle, it probably does. It probably does.
My child doesn't live your lifestyle. What do you mean?
Bro, your child should be living your lifestyle.
100%.
No, your life.
I'm with Darren.
Okay,
on that.
to be
I'm with
fair,
Darren.
I was with you before on 15k is enough to cover your child. But
What can a baby do, bruv?
no, but I am seeing where Darren is coming from in terms of the lifestyle is different. Your rent is different. Your
Nah, you know what? Hold on. I actually agree.
It is raised.
I agreed, and then I'm pulling back.
What was it?
No, hold
It is
on.
raised.
I'm back on the wayside. Sorry, but I think the main thing is that you're providing what's within your means. So the lifestyle that they choose to live in their household is their business.
Yes.
They have to provide for that lifestyle. Let's just say, for example, Future was only earning 20 grand a year. You can't expect him to be paying 5 grand a month.
But
It
bro,
doesn't make no sense.
I don't get
I'm not
him
trying,
paying 20
listen,
grand.
I'm not trying to say that
I don't
Future.
have to provide your
Hold on a
lifestyle.
second, I'm not trying to say Future is providing everything he can, but in terms of when you're talking lifestyle, I can't agree with that because the lifestyle that I provide in my household is down to
your
me.
choice.
But what
Yes.
I'm saying to you is, the child should be living a lifestyle according
If
to.
you choose
hold
that
on,
lifestyle-
hold on. According to Future, not Ciara and Wilson.
How is this show?
And hold on.
So you're saying the same thing, he should be putting in what he can.
Future is a multi-millionaire. We're not talking about some guy who's struggling for pennies.
What's he 5 or something?
I'm not sure.
Something.
I'm not
But
sure.
What can a 5-year-old do that's going to cost millions of pounds? Nothing. Nothing a child can do at that age is going to cost that amount of money.
Eat
So if I give you
sweetie.
5 grand a
Eat
month,
sweetie.
that is
Read
covering
book.
you
That's all you need.
easily.
No, I don't.
No, you can't tell me no, brother. What am I?
I can tell you no.
If you choose to live,
can tell you
let me
no.
finish. Because if you choose to live in a big house, yeah,
this
that's
guy.
your choice,
Bro.
If you choose to be rolling out in Ferraris, your choice. Nothing to do with me,
What
brother.
is Future doing though?
So again,
what is Future doing?
What Future is up to him.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Alright, hold on a minute.
Everyone was going on about me.
I know.
Is there anyone looking at going right now?
That passion was
But he's
real.
not making
That passion
sense
was
though.
real. Hold on, let me read out a
I
couple
saw
of
veins in his dreads.
Let me read out a couple of Listen, shout out to all the Pulse 88 listeners. Shout out to everyone locked in on YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, we want to keep you involved. We appreciate all your support. All right. So Leisha said, "Sorry, Marlon, I can't agree with you on this one. Wilson is her husband. He has every right to speak
Exactly.
on it. If Future is not providing towards his son, that's Wilson is co-parenting with his wife. The one thing I would say is that I do think he has. One second. I'll tell you the reason why I think he has.
Man done the migrant scam. No,
He definitely did the migrant scan. But the reason why, I'll tell you why the reason why. And you can respond. The reason why I would say that he has a right to say and speak on something is that Future's lack of meeting his responsibilities has a detrimental effect on him. And the money that comes out of his pocket as well as Sierra. don't get me wrong. In terms of channels of communication, I think it should be with Sierra and Future. But my guy has got to a point of frustration, which was clearly evident. The disrespect I saw in that text, you will not, and I'm going to repeat out there, you will not address any of my kids as son when you're talking to me.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I mean?
And this is my point.
There was shade thrown. There was definitely shade thrown.
But,
And little coins and all of these things.
Listen,
He was disrespectful.
Listen, he was disrespectful because Future allowed him to be disrespectful. That is the point I'm trying to make. And the thing about it, I don't see why you're so gung-ho supporting this guy, because you, as the father that you are, would never, I'm talking about you, Marlon Riggs, would never allow, hold on, would never allow another man to come and be able or be in a position to speak like that.
To be telling
And
me
that's
that I'm not doing mine.
And that's the thing
Right.
what Future has done.
Agreed.
So therefore, take that.
Okay, but before we go to ads,
Shout out to Havana locked in on YouTube as well. Sorry, I didn't call that out before. Yeah, go on.
big up Havana. Right, so women are telling me about, he's the husband, yeah? But you women are talking from a point of view where generally you have the child, blah, 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 etc., 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 yeah? Now, if a man's woman was to tell you about you're not doing right by your child, you would have something to say. You wouldn't want your ex's wife or girlfriend or whatever saying anything to you about financials and everything. You would want that communication to be coming from your ex. So don't tell me about is his husband Marlon stand down. I beg you sit down, innit?
Listen. Hold on. Let me read out. Listen, just before we go to the ads, I'm going to read out a couple of comments here. Shout out to Danny MC81. She said, my stepdad provided for me all my life, but it didn't change me wanting to know who my biological father was. I'm not trying to disregard the comment, but this child definitely knows who Future is. Mishi82 said, Future has 7 children with 7 different women. Listen, that is something to hold on to while we go to an ad break. Listen, stay locked in. Stay locked in. The subject that we're talking about right now is Russell Wilson has addressed Future via social media. Well, no, it wasn't via social media. I'm lying. It was an interview that he done, basically addressing him and saying, look, we don't need your little coins.
Fix up,
I
man.
will raise my son, is what he said.
Talking about man's son.
And he's not talking about just his own son, he's talking about Future's son. Yeah, we don't need your little coins, we've got this. Yeah. And he said that we are also set up for generations.
That's what he said,
Yeah?
generational
You understand
wealth.
what I mean? That is where
Generational wealth.
that was the ultimate flex. That was the flexing on him. Yeah. So
what
we're debating right now
there
is
was no need.
has Russell Wilson crossed the line in terms of addressing Future
No.
directly? What was he looking to achieve from addressing him within an interview? Obviously, these things get out. You know that.
For me, I would
And
have
should Sierra have allowed it or stepped in somewhere?
I'm gonna be real. I would have probably done something along those lines, being the person I am.
You would have tried to
What, you would have tried
antagonize
to-
I would have
and
antagonized.
push his button.
Yeah, I would have pushed buttons.
Definitely.
Nah.
That's just the way that I am.
Definitely.
So I know that, but that doesn't.
When I say
make it
definitely,
right.
I mean definitely you.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right. Whether I was like, it doesn't make it right. Yeah, yeah. So for me, I understand it because it's something I would have done, but it's not the right thing to do. Now, for me, I don't
What
know.
is-
Huh?
What is the right thing to do?
Sitting down man to man, have a conversation offside. We don't need to have a conversation.
It didn't have to be out there.
Public.
on
It doesn't
social.
need to be that.
I get that.
Cool. 1 second.
Yeah, go on.
The guy's a very quiet guy. But if you see the guy, he's a
He
very
sounded
guy.
like a chatty patty in this interview.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
What's
It's
the good to do with anything, Darren?
Let me finish and you'll find out.
He ain't really
It's frustration. It's frustration. Do you know what I mean?
And I agree with you on that.
It's a case of now. Think about
Enough
it.
is enough, sort
Think
of
about it. You're a man who takes children into your home, yeah, on a regular basis. Yeah, you look after this. This person is looking after another person's child. They love that child as their own. Yeah, doing everything they can to do to make that person, that child, the best child that they can be, give them the best life and the best future that they can be. Excuse the pun. Right now,
I like it. That was good.
yeah. Now you've got a man up here who's a multi-millionaire. He's flossing. He's doing the most.
It's got a tune out of Drake.
Yeah.
Big tune.
Relevant.
It's a big
And you're not supporting your youth, bro. There comes a point where you're gonna say, "Nah, brother. Nah, I'm done with
Yeah,
it."
but this is what
Being
this is why.
humble.
But hear what I'm saying. But this is why I said What is his motive? What is he trying to achieve from that? All right, cool. So he's put it out there now. Cool. He feels like the big man. Well done, Russ.
I think.
What do you want?
Once again, I don't think he thought about that. I think it's frustration.
But you know what? Because if Future comes back and says something now, the one thing that, let me point out, the one thing that he done wrong, I do think that he had a right to say something, as I said before. If something is affecting my pockets, I've got a right to speak on it.
Yeah.
So,
It's his
but the
household.
one thing that he
It's
did,
his household.
I understand that, but the one thing he did do, he mentioned his other kids. You don't mention no one's kids. That's
That's
nothing
wrong.
to do with you.
That's wrong.
Do you understand what I mean?
But
So
he must
there
have
comes.
nicely.
No. Don't disrespect that. That's wrong. Let me read out a couple comments, yeah, before I let Dwayne get in. Listen, I see Dwayne.
There's only 3 of you, it's cool.
Rex.
I'm sorry.
So I just do this stuff.
You got
Sorry, Riggs. I'm sorry. Delicate said, no, Riggs, we're going to come to you, man. We include you, yeah?
Nah, you said enough, Rex. Still.
Listen, thumbs up if you want Riggs to talk as well. If I wasn't raising my child right, and I was dodging paying towards my child, then I would have to swallow a next woman telling me about myself. Simple. That's from Delicate, yeah?
Simple.
That's real talk.
Simple.
Right, it's Murder X, Marlon, capital letters. If you, as a mother or father, is not doing right by your child, even the dead could chat you. Right, be a You can't say none. Right, B.O. Words has said, to be honest, if it was a valid criticism, I wouldn't like it, but I would have to take it because I've given her the ammo to shoot me with. So I think a lot of people are in agreement. Right, Leisha said, agreed, Delicate, and she put the clap hands. But that would personally never be the case if that was my child. Sorry. And that's what I'm saying. But my thing is, I would only, if I was Future, and like I said, I'm using the example, if I was earning 20 grand a year and I'm giving, I don't know, £500-600 a month, don't chat me on no interview, no social media. I'm doing what I can. But it's quite clear from what it is, well, in Russell's opinion.
don't know,
This is what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. In Russell's opinion, at least, he's not doing what he can.
Yeah.
Or what he should be doing in his eyes. But should Sierra check him?
But right, for me, this is what I
She
don't like.
probably
Because
has.
you got people like Darren. Yeah,
Look at what he said. Look at what he said in his interview.
I'll shut up and I'll
He
break
said,
it down.
I don't want my wife arguing going back and forth.
So I've taken it on.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Dwayne. Go on, D.
Can I talk like that?
Yeah, go on.
Not really.
Don't
Yeah,
ask for
see-
license because man will tell you no. Carry on.
Like, see, with Darren here, he's talking like what we've heard is gospel. We don't know this, bruv. Yeah, and we can't take some information as gospel.
But
we don't know
for the
anything
sake of having the conversation, we have
Yeah, I understand. No, we can say our part and our opinion on it, but Darren's talking like this is it, bro. This is not it, bro.
All right, we're talking from Russell as. This is it. This is what he's saying, isn't it?
Right, for me, yeah, like I said, we don't know if a man has given, like I said, 5 bags back in September. 5 bags back in September is covering to about now just to raise a child. It's not going to pay your rent or nothing for your big ass house. No, it's not.
I've got it.
But listen, you don't got to live in
Why
this
do you
big
keep
house.
mentioning about the house and
No,
the
because
house?
it's part of the
Why?
maintenance. Because a lot of people feel because if I choose to live here in a house that costs me 5 bags a month and I've got a child,
This is all irrelevant.
it's
though.
not
It is.
relevant.
I think it is.
No,
I
it's not.
agree. Go on,
because
Dwayne,
it's
go on,
not.
finish
If I live in a house that's 5 bags a month, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I've got a child, and I bring this child into the house where I'm living with 5 bags, it doesn't mean that the woman has to pay maintenance and match up to where I'm living.
No, I know.
That's
We've
irrelevant.
gone past that. We've gone past that. But my thing is this. I'm not paying towards your house.
Exactly.
Because you know what?
Right.
One second. One second.
You're
You're supporting
this like this is a fact.
It's not about lifestyle. It's not
My thing is, I'm not paying towards that. Make my son come and live with me.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
I'm down with
That done it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with
I'm
that.
down with that.
I want to read out a couple comments. We'll take the last kind of views on it, and then we're going to move on to the next
I'm
subject.
lost by these
I didn't get that.
I'm happy to talk.
I do think Abu should come before me. I agree.
You what?
Oh, sorry, Riggs.
No. I agree. Like I said, I agree. I agree
Listen,
that
now,
they
Rachel,
should
you know
come
what?
before
This
me.
is where
I know this is grown ass men,
but this is what makes you
grown ass
special.
men is nothing
It
without
makes you
our
special
feelings.
because you're for the people.
And
This is what I'm saying.
that's exactly it.
Just like Michael Jackson, you're for the people,
No.
you're for the kids.
Well,
I'm playing. Right, Danny MC81. Why are you laughing? He was not guilty. Alright, my partner has had to step in himself because he was not sitting by watching the father of my child disrespect me. The way Russell did it was bitche.
Agreed.
Could have done it better. Yeah?
Agreed.
I agree and I don't agree.
Totally.
Listen, I'm not being funny. If you're at the end of your tether, then I agree with that.
I'll let Rakes-
Rakes, it's your
Nah,
time.
I've got a couple of questions. Has at any point has Future disrespected Ciara? That anyone
No,
has
no,
seen.
no.
Publicly, that's not I'm aware.
And when this guy Russell whatever came out with all this disrespect, did he have like a camera in his face, or was this like
It's been interviewed.
It's just an interview, yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't like a premeditated
He was asked
tweet
questions.
or
He was asked a question and it looks like he answered.
because in terms of me saying he shouldn't react, my thing, I'm not quite moonwalking.
Hold on, Mishi82 has said yes. Mish, babe, let me know if what the disrespect was, please. Yeah, carry on though.
I'm not totally moonwalking, but
Oh, hold on.
but I do think if Russell whatever has been approached many times and never said anything, and then suddenly has an outburst.
Rakes, that doesn't make it okay.
No. Him saying something, I get. The disrespect, I still don't stand by.
Okay.
Yeah. My thing is, if a camera's in your face and that, because we have to understand we're different, innit? I don't live that lifestyle where I've constantly got a camera in my face. If you've constantly got a camera in your face and you're constantly being asked about a child that is living with you and things that aren't going right by your wife and the woman you love, I can understand you reacting and saying something.
I can understand, but it doesn't make it right again.
Yeah, but like all of us have said, viewers included, if he had said something and conducted himself correctly and spoke in the correct manner, no one would have been saying anything. The problem is the disrespect.
Yeah.
It's cheeky, muggy.
I think that's. If I'm honest with you, that's what it is.
Yeah,
And I would have a
if
problem.
he'd spoken properly and he'd said something about it but not disrespecting
Well, Darren
him,
thinks it was okay.
we wouldn't have a problem. Well, Darren is different, isn't it? We
What are you trying to do? Line me up.
wouldn't have
I
a
can
problem.
answer I can provide my point of view. What I'm saying is, yeah, and for me, I don't see why you guys are so caught up on the disrespect.
Because
Like-
it's important.
No, it's not. If you're not supporting your child, I don't care about disrespect. You're not supporting your child. That's it. Who cares? He's a big man. He can deal with the disrespect. He's gonna get over it. Support your child, innit?
I agree you
Support your child. That's it.
I agree.
Argument done.
I agree.
That's
You
it.
totally support your child, but there is no need for the public shaming. I just don't agree with that.
But perhaps
It's
if
not the
you're-
way I would conduct myself.
Okay, I personally, I'm not going to do the public shaming. But if, but if this guy is not supporting his child, and there's been attempts to communicate with him, and he's continuously not supporting his child, then you get publicly shamed, innit? That's what you have to deal with.